Black people, where's the energy we had when this image right here was viral? Where's that energy? I'm talking especially to black people. See, much of the world was galvanized when this image was viral, including a lot of good white brothers and sisters, including a lot of good Latina and Latino brothers and sisters, including a lot of Asian brothers and sisters. Motherfuckers around the world were galvanized. But I expected a lot of their energy to dissipate. Because at the end of the day, this is our struggle. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, this shit us. It affects all of humanity. But at the end of the day, this shit happens to us. So black people, where is that energy that we had when this image was viral? Because I don't feel that energy no more. I don't feel it. Now somebody might be watching this and say, what the fuck, you expect us to stay mad and depressed and stay marching doing all that shit? No, that ain't what the fuck I'm saying. But I expected us to keep working. I expected us to keep working. I was inspired because we were fucking working. I was inspired because we were mad and we were goddamn doing something to try to get free. But now, what I'm saying is bullshit. Now what I'm seeing is week after week after week after week, another goddamn rapper then got shot, if not killed. I ain't feeling that energy. And I understand why it happens. These brothers are coming from the trap. They coming from ghettos. They coming from underserved communities. They coming from motherfucking places where people are uneducated, undereducated, or miseducated. You understand? I come from a city like that. I come from Canton, Mississippi. The nickname of my hometown is fucking Cracktown. I come from a city like that. So I understand. I also understand it within the art form. Ain't no art form like motherfucking rap music. Ain't no art form in which the artist is expected to be exactly what they present in their art. The motherfuckers that goddamn paint pictures and shit like that ain't expected to be what you see in the picture. Picasso ain't expected to be what's in his damn picture. You understand? Shakespeare wasn't expected to be what you saw in his plays. Denzel ain't expected to be in real life what you saw in Training Day. If you come to music, these singers ain't expected to be exactly what you hear in the motherfucking record. You just say it's a good record. You just entertained by it and you move the fuck on. I was listening to Sam Cooke with my kids in the car. Y'all know the legendary song he got, A Change Gonna Come. His first opening line, I was born by the river in a little tent. Ain't nobody checking to see if that shit was real, if that's where that motherfucker was born. When he got them R&B divas and shit talking about how good they sex is, and ain't nobody checking to see if that shit real. But when it come to this shit rap, your ass is expected to be exactly what the fuck you say in that song. Your ass say you was selling dope, they expect your ass to be trapping. Your ass say you got bodies, you done shot somebody, they expect to have a rap sheet. Your ass say whatever, you expect to be about that. It's about authenticity. That's rap. But keeping it real, bro, can go wrong. It can go wrong. And they ain't just not started going like that. Y'all, if y'all fuck with me for real, y'all know I fuck with Tupac Shakur. I consider Pac the greatest rapper of all time. The realest. But keeping it real went wrong. And I wish I had the truth when I was a child. Because when Pac got killed, motherfuckers were trying to tell me that the government did it. Motherfuckers were trying to tell me all kinds of shit, that he really wasn't dead and all that kind of shit, when they should have told my young ass the truth. Tupac Shakur stole on a damn gangbanger named Orlando Anderson, who was a real ass hitter, a real ass crip, a real ass motherfucker that got bodies, a real ass motherfucker that's not talking about it on no damn songs. He was not a poet like me. He was not a poet like Tupac. He was a real ass crip. That's what he did for a living, was be a crip and sell dope. Tupac made songs for a living. There's a difference. And when Tupac stole on that motherfucker did what real street dudes do. He retaliated. Keeping it real went wrong. Pac got caught up in all that bullshit that Puff and Suge had going on. Puff and Suge ain't no real street guys. This ain't me talking. You can go listen to the interviews and motherfuckers talk about them. Suge Knight went to goddamn college, play football. Puff is a good businessman. These ain't street dudes, man. Biggie wasn't no goddamn drug lord. He just selling a little dope. Selling a little something on the goddamn corner. Ain't no fucking drug lord, man. Ain't no drug, no real. He a poet. A brilliant poet. Who from the hood. Of the hood. Got caught up in all that bullshit, man, and keeping it real went wrong. I needed to know those truths when I was young. You know why? Because my young ass, being fatherless, was trying to emulate a lot of the shit them motherfuckers were doing. My little young ass was going around writing thug life on shit. My little dumb ass going around rocking bandanas like Pac and shit like that. My young ass growing up in a neighborhood where either you claiming gangster disciple or folk on a hustler. Just because that's what the hood do. Dumbass shit. Cause that ain't what was in my heart. I ain't willing to die for nobody but my family. But if you gonna be about that street shit, you gotta be willing to die for your motherfucking set. If your ass in the mob, you gotta be willing. They'll tell you, once you take this oath, we worth more to you than your family. We tell you to do something, you gotta goddamn do it no matter what. That's what that shit about. So when I see these brothers being taken from us week after week, when it comes to this street shit, it saddens me and it angers me. Because these lessons ain't been learned, man. So if you making in this music game, like these brothers made it to a level where y'all know them like that, where they don't need labels and they're getting this push and shit like that, it's so many opportunities available to them. Merchandise. Hopefully they own their masters and their publishing. They can do shit with branding on Instagram. They can do shit with branding on Facebook. They can do shit, they can goddamn monetize their YouTube channels. Of course, they make money from touring. It's so many streams of income for these brothers that these brothers shouldn't be taken from us over no bullshit in these streets. Because whether these brothers were really in the streets back in the Gap, they got to put that shit aside. And if they weren't really in the streets back in the Gap, they shouldn't get on and become millionaire rappers or successful rappers and then try to be on that shit like some folk. Now, the brothers that were recent victims, I don't know anything about those brothers. My youngest listened to them, my youngest were upset. This is just general. I ain't even talking about those guys specifically. Don't motherfucking at me. Don't say shit to me. Yeah, we'll be blocked. Fuck you. Because I'm not finna go back and forth with your ass on the internet. Because I'm not willing to kill your motherfucking ass over some shit on the internet. You understand? Your ass don't need to be willing to kill me over no shit over no motherfucking internet. You understand? I'm willing to kill a motherfucker to protect my life. I'm willing to kill a motherfucker to protect my wife, to protect my children, to protect my mother, to protect my property. You understand? That's what I'm willing to do. I carry this shit around with me at all times. Not to be no motherfucking gangster shit. Not to be goddamn acting like I'm the hardest motherfucker walking. No, it's somebody hard. It's somebody who real life what they wake up to do is shoot a motherfucker. That's a goon. It's somebody who get paid to kill motherfuckers in these streets. That's a goon. I ain't no motherfucking goon. I'm just a real man. So I keep that shit on me to protect myself. I don't own this motherfucking rifle right here to be waiting outside nobody motherfucking club. I ain't got this shit so I can run up on the goddamn ops or no shit like that. I ain't got this shit so if y'all say something disrespectful up on one of my motherfucking posts so I can come find out where you at and hit your ass up. What motherfucker for what? So I can go to prison? So I can go to prison. How I'm gonna benefit my children while I'm in prison? Even if I can make money while I'm in prison, how I'm gonna enjoy the money while I'm in prison? How I'm gonna raise my children while I'm in prison? How I'm gonna do that? See, it's the thing with keeping it real goes motherfucking wrong, man. I got this shit to protect my home, to protect my family, my wife, my children, my property. You understand? And a motherfucker might say, well, why you need all that to protect your motherfucking house? Well, goddamn it, I don't know how many it might be who might fuck around, but I gotta lay them down if that's what they're gonna do. See, that's what I'm about. And that's what I hope y'all youngins be about. You understand? Learn from our mistakes. Because see, I didn't understand that. When I was growing up, I thought you had to be one or the other. You either were gonna be smart and lame, or you're gonna be strong, tough, hard, but you're not gonna read books, you're not gonna do all that shit. And then I started to learn that, oh, you can be something more. Tupac taught me you can be something more. Malcolm X showed me you can be something more. These motherfuckers were tough, they were street smart, and they were book smart. But Pac went wrong. He got caught up in the wrong shit. And I needed that truth when I was younger, so I wouldn't have been shocked when he died, because I shouldn't have been shocked. Because we listen to all this street shit in these records. We hear these motherfuckers in these records talk about how they'll kill you, they'll kill your mama, they'll kill your daddy, they'll do whatever. I shoot motherfuckers for no reason. They step on my shoe, I kill them in the club. Look at me wrong, I let this hammer fly. I don't give a fuck who outside. Broad daylight, anybody can get it. We hear this shit in these motherfucking records, man. And then when this shit happened in real life, like happened in my hometown, when this shit happened, then it's RIP, it's long live, it's that shit fucked up. And then we blame it on the year 2020. It ain't 2020, it's us. It's us. I'm mad at myself for getting caught up in that shit. After COVID passed and pandemic hit, and the brother Chad Bozeman passed away. I'm like, damn, 2020 fucked up, but we fucked up. We fucked up. Whether it's the motherfucking pandemic, dumbasses being anti-science, and dumbasses voting in the ignorant ass president who didn't try to goddamn keep us safe, and motherfuckers not just following basic protocols to try to minimize this shit. That's us. And when it comes to all the violence in these streets, whether it be racial violence, that's us. America been fucked up like this. That's us. That's America. When it comes to this street violence with these motherfucking rappers, that is us. I just named you two rappers from Big and Pac. Pac and Biggie were killed in 96 and 97, and we got the same shit going on today. That is us. So that means we let another generation be doing the same shit. This shit gotta stop. It must stop because we need you young kings out here. We need you young queens out here. We need y'all because this shit is real. This shit is real. You understand me? This shit is real. And I thought we got it. I thought we felt it, but we lost that shit. We need it back. We need it back. Let me show you another reason why we need it back. Because while we got this bullshit going on with our brothers in this rap game getting killed for whatever reason, simultaneously, we have the president of the United States trying to like pull a coup in this bitch, trying to disregard the results of the election and really ginning up his supporters to be on some Civil War type shit. And if you look at this sign right here that was featured on the news, Fox News that is, these motherfuckers at his MAGA rally say clearly who their enemies are. They say we coming for blacks and Indians first. We coming for blacks and Indians first. They are making it known who the fuck their enemies are. But on the other hand, the brothers who are out here who don't give a fuck, obviously. The brothers who are out here and tough as a motherfucker, don't give a fuck about going to jail, don't give a fuck about taking nobody's life. We need those brothers for protection. I ain't telling to go start no shit. Not to be on no ignorance like these dumbass motherfuckers. But we need those kind of kings to be goddamn willing to stand and protect their families. If your ass gangster enough to go take King Von life, yeah, gangster enough to goddamn take Mo 3 life, yeah, gangster enough to goddamn shoot Lil Boosie, yeah, gangster enough to do all goddamn shit. We need you to be gangster enough to stand up to these motherfucking white supremacists. That what we need. That what we fucking need. We need motherfuckers. We need a black. No, I ain't gonna say no goddamn black army, no black liberation army. All they gonna do is paint that shit as terrorism. We just need black men and black women in their homes, in your households, to goddamn be a king, be a queen in your motherfucking household. Goddamn strap the fuck up. Get your gun license. Get your motherfucking license to carry. Get your ass a motherfucking rifle. Get your ass a shotgun and prepare to protect your motherfucking home. You know what I'm saying? And don't start no shit, but just end some shit, but some real shit. Not this fake shit, not this cap shit, not this rap. This rap shit, to a large extent, is cap. It's cap. It's very unlikely, motherfucker, you hear on a record, the poet, the hardest motherfucker in the world. And I see young people, especially my generation used to do it, my generation from me used to do it. Motherfuckers be arguing about which rapper hard, who got the most bodies and all. These motherfuckers ain't no soldiers. Soldiers argue about who got the most kills or who can fight the best. Goddamn boxers, we argue about that with boxers. These are rappers. These are motherfucking poets. They get over some music and they make rhymes over beats. It's very unlikely that that's the motherfucker who's the most killer motherfucker in the world, but his partners are. And his partners trying to goddamn show that they're loyal to this dude that got the money. And so they willing to do whatever. Just like that night that Pac got killed. He had some real ass bloods around him, guys that had bodies for real, for real. And I ain't saying Pac was no real dude. Pac about that life. Y'all know he shot two police officers who were beating the shit out of a black dude. But that's real shit. That's gangster shit for some righteousness. That's what was in Pac. But he went wrong. And all it takes is one time. All it takes is one time to be wrong. And your ass can be gone. And your fans might say, long live for a while. They might say RIP for a while. Nipsey got that mural. But keep it 100. No matter how you feel about Nip, most folks ain't never met that brother. You might think it's fucked up what happened to him, but at the end of the day, you go on with your life. Sister Lauren London doesn't, though. That man, children don't. See, there are real ass lives behind these raps. Real lives. And that's the kind of shit we gotta remember. You understand? So keep it real. All the way real by being real to yourself, first of all. Be true to yourself and what's in your heart. If you ain't no street cat, if you ain't willing to kill people, and if you are not willing to be killed, you got to realize that part of being a street dude or part of being a street woman is it's quite possible I will get killed or go to prison. So if you ain't willing to do that, don't get involved. And if you're in the music industry, don't be talking about this shit. See, I consider Drake a real rapper. Not in the same vein as I would say Pac was, not in the same vein as how I am. But I consider him real to this extent. For the most part, Drake don't be talking about popping no guns and doing all that kind of shit for the most part. He get a little beside himself from time to time and say some shit that we know ain't in his character based on, what we've seen from him. But for the most part, he's staying in lane. He talk about what he talk about. He don't really do the politics thing and all that kind of shit, social justice. You know what I'm saying? Something lacking. I ain't like that. But that's not him. That ain't everybody. You know what I'm talking about? All my partners ain't like that. And that's him. He's being himself. That's real. Be yourself. You ain't gotta be no blood. You ain't gotta be no Crip. You ain't gotta be no GD. You ain't gotta be no BD. You ain't gotta goddamn be no folk on the hustler. You ain't gotta goddamn be no vice lord. You ain't gotta be no Latin king. You ain't gotta be no MS-13. You ain't gotta be in no motherfucking mob. You ain't gotta be none of this shit. You can choose to be yourself. If that's in you, ain't nobody gonna stop you. So this ain't for you. But if that shit ain't in you, you ain't got to do that. It's another way. It's another way. You ain't got to be no bitch, no square, no pussy, no none of that. You can still choose to tote the same shit them motherfuckers got, but just be prepared to use it to defend yourself and your motherfucking family. You can still have the same goddamn ARs them motherfuckers got. Just be prepared to use that shit to defend yourself and your motherfucking family. You can still get the same money these motherfuckers be getting, but goddamn just use that shit to take care of yourself and your motherfucking family. You understand? You can drive them same cars, goddamn it, but you need to learn that them houses gonna appreciate while them cars gonna depreciate. You understand? You can get the same jewels, but you need to learn that them jewels ain't as valuable as buying some motherfucking land. You understand? You gotta know all this shit. Cause there's a time where keeping it real goes wrong in rap. And we are in one of those times right now. So all my young kings and queens out there, that shit been on my mind so hard. Cause I see all these young brothers dying. And I just keep thinking back to how we were, the energy we were feeling from the street cats to the college cats to the all the motherfuckers in between. And I think we lost sight of who the enemy is. We lost sight of who the enemy is. The enemy ain't white people, the enemy is the oppressor, whoever that is. You understand? The enemy is the oppressor no matter who the fuck it is. Whether it's right here and you're dealing with white supremacy, or is it my kings and queens over there in Nigeria dealing with Saul? They dealing with bullshit from black folk. Whoever the oppressor is, that's the motherfucking enemy. And we need to goddamn be solidified and ready to ride behind that shit. Not killing each other. Not over no fuck shit. Not over no bullshit. I hope y'all take heed to all the shit I said. I know I was long on this one. I ain't talk to y'all in a minute. But that been on my heart. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Stay up. One.